back everybody, Grandpa's garage. Rachel and Grandpa. Been kind of on a hiatus the last couple of weeks because had some new, chain mesh put in the old groin. You never know what battles are upcoming. But anyway, during this convalescent period, I've had a chance to get some stuff done. Obviously not lifting furniture and repainting the house, although thankfully, thank you Lord, we do have a new roof on the old hacienda now, and it looks great, and so that's off the project list. She doesn't sound too bad right now, does she? First time she's been fired up in probably, I don't know, 2-3 days. But today I just wanted to kind of give you a quick update of what I have been able to do since I can't do anything. I'm a week out from the triple hernia surgery, and I thank the Lord, my surgeons and medical staff, they seem to have got me patched up pretty good, and hopefully I'll be back in the mainstream earning a paycheck very soon. Was hoping to videotape some stuff this coming weekend, a few days down the road, for our annual car show, but because of the pending weather forecast, that's been put off a week. So hopefully we'll be able to get down there and in the near future, obviously in a week or so, and shoot some video of just, this is an incredible car show. It's in Monroe, Georgia, and it's an annual event, and last year we had over probably 400 cars there, and God knows how many thousands of people. I walked around 2.5 hours and didn't see half the cars. So hopefully we'll be able to do something healing and everything else provided. But definitely want to bring you some content for that car show, because there are some just incredible cars this year to show every year. So that being said, we'll see how that comes along. So she's running. Let's go ahead and see what's going on inside. You know, that's one thing I've noticed about a lot of these old cars, old cars. I don't care if it's a Charger, it's a Barracuda, Coronet, whatever. These vintage cars, they all sound the same when you go to try to fire them up, which I guess is kind of a, signature feature of them. Have an exhaust leak, you can hear that. Motor mounts are soft. They're on the list to get done real soon. But she doesn't sound too bad, does she? Alright. Enough of that. Gas over $4 a gallon. I can't afford to sit here and play with it, because I think I've only got about $8 worth of gas in it. All right, let's not see all the other junk out here in the shop, garage, slash, whatever. Okay, so one thing that I've been trying to do is work on accessory items, trim. Got some stuff in from my buddy Patrick, and we're gonna see, what he sent me and what I have, and mix and mash, make it all look real pretty as we can. But have been working on some of the chrome pieces here, and you know what, the mother's aluminum and mag wheel polish and a little Comet and a little determination and patience, you'd be surprised what you can get done with some of this old metal. Now I'm not gonna say you're gonna get these kind of results on everything, or even on most of what I'm dealing with. But I mean, isn't that pretty? Came out real well. I'm glad for that. Some of the trim. I want to tell you, folks, you put 50 years of life on some of this chrome, and you'll be lucky to get it to come back looking anything like this. But I was very fortunate. And I put a lot of time into it too. I mean, I've been sitting around here for a week or so, and other than washing dishes and watch my wife work or, feed the dog, this is about all I've had a chance to do. And I've been grateful that the Lord has given me a chance to recuperate and help to bring this old girl back to life. Very popular during the time of these cars. Instead of using heavy metal in some of your trim, as was also prevalent in the late 50s, you would use like an anodized aluminum. And this stuff would get torn up fairly easy. It's a soft metal material. But, again, while I'm standing by the coffee machine in the kitchen, I've been able to be working a lot of the old stuff off of this to make it pretty again. And not quite done with it. I still have the longer pieces that go down past the door and into the rear passenger quarters to do, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's about, probably 500, 600% better than it was when I started. So, you can resurrect a lot of this old metal. Can't say you can do that with the stuff you get today. So, one thing I've been working off camera is the grates. Now, this is one I pulled off this afternoon off the driver's side, and this is a Valiant grill, which was on the car when I purchased it. Fortunately, I was also given the Egg Crate Barracuda grills. And so today, in my fantasy of time and effort, I pulled that one to put this one in. Now, I want to tell you something. Plymouth, Chrysler, Dodge, Mopar. This thing has got more bolts and screws and attachments holding it in that I see in some of the 2020 plus cars for their whole front clip. I was like, okay, I got 5, 6, 7 screws out, but wait a minute, I can't get it out. What's going on? Well, there's a bolt back here behind something else, and honestly, this was a learning experience. I didn't look at any YouTube or anything like that. I just got in here like old school, grabbed my wrenches, got my flashlight, started looking, okay, we got to take this out, we got to take this off. I spent over 2 hours getting this changed out, and I haven't started bolting this in. I just set it in there so I could see that it fits, because by the time I got that out, I was wondering what the hell was going on. But, and you can't really see it real good here. Let me see if I can adjust some lighting a little bit, maybe. Give me just a second, folks. These egg crates, as what I have found out from the previous owner, when they came from the factory, you had an option in your finish, and you could either get the egg crate with a
I don't know what you'd call it, kind of a maybe a gray finish. See if we can get this light to work. On the inner panels of your crate. Or you could go with a flat black option. Well, this car, the two grills that I got, this one and the one for the other side were from different vehicles. This one had that gray finish. The other one, being from another car, it had all of these interior areas of the crate flat black, as well as all of these areas and the areas around the headlight bezel. Well, you know, may have been good for them, but you know what? I'm trying to bring some shine back to this whole girl, and I thought, you know, if it's chrome, let's make it look like chrome. It has taken a great deal of time and acetone and brushes to get a lot of all of that old paint off and get this stripped down. Not quite done with this piece. Probably going to be another, I'm going to be honest with you folks, by the time I do the acetone cleaning, the neutralization, and some polishing, I'll probably have another 3 to 4 hours into this grill piece. But you know what? It's going to look great. This piece that I've mocked up over here, I probably got another 2 hours in it. But I just had to do something. And God knows I can't lift furniture, but I can polish some chrome. But she's going to look real snappy once we get her all put in there. I'm actually looking at the possibility of going ahead and upgrading to a halogen or an LED light for it. But she's going to give us some sparkle. No doubt about that. I've also been working on doing some polishing. This old chrome, like I say, 55-year-old car, well, 55-year-old chrome. And I'm never going to make it look perfect. But I have been spending a little time back here working on the bumper. And it's still got a ways to go. But you know, from a distance, it really looks pretty good. You get up close, yeah, it's got a huge amount of pitting, and this poor old bumper has got scratches and a lot of things in it. But if I can get the camera here to maybe focus a little bit, I mean, you can see it's far from pristine. But, you know, I have really been surprised. You put some time and love into this, it's not going to be great. It's like I said, this car is a survivor. It's not a Meacham show car, $100,000 rig. But it's something that I can do, and most of you can do, is you're out there doing these types of rebuilds, and obviously for my viewership, that's what we're all doing. You can do a lot to polish up your existing chrome. The metal of the era, the trim, this metal is a lot more forgiving for the new kid or the DIY guy than what you're going to find in today's finishes and materials. So I encourage you, get out there and experiment. I'm using all kinds of different abrasive and cleaning products with any project I'm doing just to see how it works. And I'm doing all this by hand. I'm not using a DA. I'm out here with cloth, uh, my my buffing compounds or my polishes, and I'm doing this all by hand because it gives me an opportunity to get to know the material that I'm trying to restore. A lot of you new guys may not understand that. Some of your old guys may. You can feel what you're accomplishing when you're doing it by hand. You can't do that mechanically. And I know time and everything is a big issue. And yeah, if I could get all this cleaned up and like that with a DA, and I've been using some DA on it, particularly these lower areas because of some of the BS that was down there. But you spend some time with your hand and your buffing cloth and your compound working on this stuff, and you see what you're doing and how it affects it. That's what gives you the pleasure of bringing these old cars back, or at least it does for me. So just a quick check-in. I hope that I can start putting out some more stuff for y'all real soon. Everything checks out with the doctors and everything in the next few days. I'll be back at my full-time position and back to doing a little more with this old girl as well. We are going to take her out to Jerry's. We are going to get an exhaust system on her. We're going to do a compression test, although I have to tell you, I don't think we need one. But I got an opportunity this past couple of days in my recuperation time to go down and spend about 4 or 5 hours hanging out with Kenneth, the guy I got the car from. And we talked about this one. We went out and looked at the other Barracuda he's got for some reference and the like. And I just had a wonderful day with him. He's in his 70s. I'm in my 60s. So, you know, a couple old guys spending the day in the shop talking about wrenching and cars. And I got a lot more insight as to what to expect out of this car and this build from him. And I always am appreciative because his insight and knowledge has been part of what's helped bring this all about. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. Big shout out for all my YouTube friends and family, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.